then with Nadir Godrej. He's the chairman, Godrej Agrovet, here to talk a little bit more about the impact of the palm oil prices as well as what the business outlook is for the year ahead. Thanks so much for taking time out, and let's begin by talking about palm oil prices. In the last 1 month, there's been an 11% rise. What is your outlook as to where prices could potentially be headed?
Palm oil prices had risen quite a lot. They were expected to rise because they were quite low, and there was a lot of demand and high production of other oils such as soybean oil and sunflower oil. But now the palm oil prices have reached the level expected, and we don't really expect any further big increase. Of course, there will be small fluctuations, but generally speaking, we expect fairly steady prices for quite some time.
Right. You've also been reporting double-digit sales volumes in the cattle feed as well as aqua feed segments over the last few quarters. What's the outlook now going forward in terms of a CAGR growth?
Outlook for these two segments are good, especially for cattle feed. We have a lot of premium cattle feed products now. We have done a lot of R&D in cattle feed, which is showing good results. Our products are being well received. They are more efficient products, so with less feed, you get better milk yield. And therefore, they're more sustainable products also because you can produce milk with lower carbon emissions.
Okay, and what about the animal feed segment? Because after muted margin performance for the last few quarters, do you think margins can rebound soon?
Our margins will be a little better. And because of the high quality of our feeds, we expect the margins will be quite good.
And with the onset of the hotter than expected summer, are we going to see an impact on feed prices? Any up move that you're expecting in raw material prices?
The hot summer could affect prices a little bit, but I'm not particularly worried. And the general expectation is the monsoon will be good, and that will be an even bigger factor. Of course, very hot weather will increase demand for things that are consumed in hot weather, like soft drinks, ice cream, and so on. There could also be health problems if the hot weather is very high, but with climate change, this is to be expected. Fortunately, the projections for the monsoon are fairly good because the El Nino seems to be ending.
Right. Also wanted your outlook on the dairy segment. Will growth in the value-added products aid the dairy segment growth going forward, you think?
Creamline Dairy is doing quite well as we have more and more value-added products. The margins for the value-added products are good, and we are seeing a fair amount of traction.
Okay, so we did talk about the individual segments, helped us understand how each of the various businesses is doing, but at the aggregate level now, you can help us understand what's the outlook for the year, given the first half of the year is something which is just starting, and the expectation is that there's going to be a good monsoon as well.
I don't want to make forward-looking statements, but generally, with a good monsoon, the agricultural situation should be good for all agribusinesses.
All right, not a further increase in palm oil prices and margins could improve. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining in, Mr. Godrej, and sharing with us the growth prospects for Godrej Agrovet.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.